Hello, everybody. Last November, I was putting up stickers around Falls Creek, different areas on the coast, and the stickers said, "Living on the water and your rights." A meeting with human rights lawyer Aman Singh and boat dwellers. The meeting was about our rights because everywhere we go, we are labeled with this word liveaboard, and we are stripped of our rights, and we are chased out of harbors, and this puts our lives in peril. So we had the meetings, and part of the meeting was I was talking about having my constitutional challenge because I had and charter challenge. I had 10 days lined up for court, starting on February 27th. Um, my trial was stayed, but it was interesting, the circumstances that happened a week before my trial was stayed. The Monday before, the Crown Prosecutor phoned me up and said he needed an email from me so that he could send me a copy of the Memoranda of Understanding. I believe that was the 2005 Memoranda of Understanding. Anyway, I sent him my email. We tested it. It worked. That was on a Monday. Wednesday, I still hadn't received this Memoranda of Understanding. So on Wednesday night, I sent him a message and I asked for him to send me a copy of the 2005 Memoranda of Understanding concerning Falls Creek. Friday morning, I got an email and my case was stayed. So to me, that just means they took my case and they put it on a shelf and they'll get back to it sometime in the future. In 2015, in August and September, I was exercising my legal right of public protest. I was moored in front of Science World with a big sign on my boat, a sign of public protest. It said, "Stop, please stop Falls Creek genocide." Um, anyway, I was threatened with arrest by Officer. I called him Feldman, but it's actually Felder. If I didn't leave, um, my vessel was seized. I had to pay $1,400 to get my vessel back, and when I got it back, my good anchors were missing. That's my safety gear. Then the VPD Marine Unit told me to leave harbor, or you're going to have your vessel seized again. And my court case was about authority. Who gave the city of Vancouver authority to take people's vessels? Um, and this authority has to be granted by Parliament. And this is what I believe what the 2005 Memoranda of Understanding is. Um, this being expelled from harbor after being deprived of my anchors set up the circumstances where not too much later, I got shipwrecked. Being shipwrecked on Kitts Beach devastated my vessel. But an interesting thing happened while I was on Kitts Beach. This officer Felder, who had given me previously 2 tickets for anchoring in Falls Creek, and who had threatened to arrest me, was now gave me a ticket for being parked on the beach after shipwreck. And he gave me this ticket on a Saturday. The following Sunday, he gave me a ticket again, and other boats had been shipwrecked, and they didn't get a ticket for being shipwrecked or parked on the beach. Global Television on that Sunday showed up on my boat, and I was screaming into the Global Television camera. They set us up to die at sea and storm. They'd rather see us die at sea and storm than see us safe and sound in harbor, and this is crimes against humanity. And that was on a Sunday, and that got broadcast on Global. The following Monday, I met a neighbor of mine from Falls Creek. He's really upset. He had just spent 12 hours in jail because he was arrested for being anchored in Falls Creek, and it was stormy out, and there was boats on the beach, shipwrecked. He's really upset. First thing Tuesday morning, just out of the blue, it was on CBC Radio, the city of Vancouver announced that they fired the city manager and gave her $500,000. Now it just seems out of the blue. It just seems rather strange. It seems like a very strange coincidence that I get shipwrecked, my vessel was stolen, my vessel was sabotaged, my life was devastated. I'm screaming on Global Television Sunday night, this is crimes against humanity, and first thing Tuesday morning, the city manager is fired spontaneously. And I've always wondered if if there's a connection between these two incidences. Anyway, getting back to my constitutional challenge, the city did this to me. I was a victim of a very serious crime by the city. My vessel was sabotaged and my vessel was stolen. It's theft of vessel, and all vessels are assets of national sovereignty. And I was given these tickets and they could not convict. So we have a very serious problem on our waters. Lots of boaters have had their lives devastated by an attitude from our harbor authorities where they just don't like us and they view our lives as expendable. So I'm encouraging all boaters out there, if you want your rights back, we have to exercise our legal right of public assembly and public protest and a public party too. So please, for our rights, so that people don't needlessly die at sea and storm, and people don't needlessly get expelled from society without just cause, due process, or safe alternative, anchor for your rights. False Creek Canada Day, July 1st. And hopefully we can get our rights back and live in a free country again.